Good morning, everyone. Namaste. I'm going to call on Archangel Michael to cleanse this space, to clear out all negative and lower vibrational energy from our mind, our body, our soul, our home, our hearts, our friends, our family, and our loved one. Placing the white light of protection around us with his blue seal. And I'm going to call in Archangel Raphael and his green healing light, Saint Germain, the violet flame, Archangel Zachiel, the violet fire, the pink and gold and white light, and the Madama golden Christ light energy. We're going to be reading more out of my Letting Go workbook, and this is going to be a shadow work question. So if you want to pause the video and go grab a pen and paper, this would be great shadow work. And then I'm going to give you my insight. Again, guys, I have a master's in psychology and I worked with trauma victims for 5 years. And I am a trauma victim and I've healed myself and overcame that. So it states, consider the emotional scale of where you generally find yourself on it. Are there any feelings that you regularly feel? What impacts do those feelings have on your general well-being and your quality of your experiences? So it says, consider the emotional scale of where you generally find yourself on. So, you know, it's kind of like when I'm going to retort back to like when I was going through it. So again, I've been diagnosed with PTSD and depression, anxiety. I struggled with all these for years. I had trauma at 14 that lasted quite a while. And then, you know, I was re-victimized as a result of those throughout the years. I also, when working with the abused children, I got re-traumatized by listening to their stories because I was forensically interviewing them. So how did I overcome that? So at one point, I would state that my emotional scale was very high. I literally couldn't handle anything that was coming at me, to the point where I was almost having like a mental breakdown. And it was very hard for me to be in a state of living life. And every time any little thing would happen, it would just bring me emotionally down because I wasn't prepared to deal with that. So when I was going to therapy, seeing a psychologist, he had explained to me that my cup was just overfilled. So every time anything that was coming my way, I just couldn't handle it and it was overfilling. So the goal of therapy was to help to deplete my cup. So that way when things would occur, I would have some room to be able to emotionally handle it. So by talking through the experiences, that in return helped to deplete some of that and helped me to work through some of the issues that I had in forgiving some of the people that had hurt me over my life. On top of that, I had done, I had gotten a ton of Reiki done. I got 9 sessions of Reiki done. I also got certified as a Reiki master, and I started doing Reiki on myself for the last couple of years every single day. So that helped to balance my emotions and to pull up that. Now that's only going to, again, take you so far. So I also did hypnosis to clear out my subconscious, which is great. I also did acupuncture, which also helps to balance out your chi. And then also on top of that, I've done the shadow work and the hard work. I wrote the letters to the people that I was supposed to forgive, and I read them out loud and I burned them, and I asked my guides and angels to help take that pain and transmute it back into love. So I hope that helps, and namaste.